It's a basic skill that many of us take for granted, but literacy levels in remote Indigenous communities still lag well behind the rest of the country. Artists around Australia are trying to help by donating new works to raise money for books and teachers.
At this makeshift studio, artists set about creating. It's part of a new event, One Word, One Day. They're given a single word for inspiration, in this case, teeter.
I'm painting an Indigenous child who is teetering on the verge of realising her potential.
Teeter on the edge of disaster, because that was the first phrase that came to mind. So I'm actually doing a piece similar to an illustration I did in a book last year called Flood, which was about the Brisbane floods.
This project is about raising awareness and funds to improve Indigenous literacy. Author David Malouf says standards in remote areas are in decline.
I'm somebody who actually really believes that reading and the ability to read is one of the keys to living in a society like ours.
The Indigenous Literacy Foundation says by the age of 15, more than a third of Aboriginal children still don't have adequate reading and writing skills.
It's pretty woeful. I think there are about 36% of the population who have access to libraries, and those libraries are very poorly resourced.
Organisers have held similar events right around the country. By the end of this last session in Sydney, there'll be more than 80 artworks set to go to auction to raise money for Indigenous literacy.
And it's great as an artist to be able to do something, because a lot of the time it feels like people think that as an artist you can't do much, you're just making pretty pictures. So it's nice to be able to make pretty pictures that, help people.
The works will be auctioned in late September. All the money raised will go towards new books and teachers for remote Indigenous communities. Adrian Rochella, ABC News.